Good morning, students.
Good morning, students. Good morning, students.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning, sir.
Yes, good morning. Am I audible to all?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Okay. So let us start with the subject. A little bit idea about this particular subject is already given in the link which I have shared. So all of you, I think, got the idea who is your teacher, department, and the name of subject. First, I thought that instead of sharing the regular message for joining this class, let us make something different. And basically, when we have something different in us, we can definitely survive and we can compete with others. So I thought of promoting the subject. I thought of promoting myself. I thought of promoting the department and hence the subject. So basically, the subject is related to basic electrical engineering, which is there for this particular semester and which used to be there in first sem. But from this particular session, it is changed and now it is there in the second semester. The load, which we say that is the lecture per week, is reduced like 2 hours per week. The syllabus for the subject is same, which is not changed, but as the number of hours for completing the syllabus per week is 2, rather only 2, which is very difficult to complete the syllabus. In fact, we used to have more number of lectures in the odd semester when the subject was there up to last year. But from this particular syllabus, still we will have depends on the willingness of the students and on that willingness becomes difficult. Somewhere we have to like the willingness of the students and we have to make some compulsion in the classes of doing the assignments, doing the homework, attempting the quizzes, etc. But still, we'll try to keep the motivation, the healthy atmosphere, then the uh, like during lectures we may have to keep like we will try to keep the happiness on our faces as it is a virtual discussion, virtual class, virtual classroom. It becomes difficult to see the happiness, the comfortness, and Okay, so I think all of you have joined. So I just switch my mode of discussion. Just check whether.
Okay. Now, am I audible to all? I just got message of poor audio quality. So just check. Samir Kedar has given me that. So now please check whether I am audible to all or not.
Am I audible? Am I audible? Am I audible?
Can anyone just reply?
Yes,
Yes,
sir. Yes, sir.
Yes, you are audible.
Sir.
Okay. Now is that voice quality okay?
yes, sir.
Okay, sir. Okay.
Okay. Okay. Okay. So uh, I think lot many things I spoke. Now those things are going to be recorded as I have started with the recording, and the recording will be shared with you. So you don't worry about that. Whatever the lectures we will discuss, we'll have the recording of every lecture so that every student can listen to the lecture. If he or she uh, missed something or may want to do the revision, then this facility is provided by Google Meet. So Google Meet में ये जो फैसिलिटी हमें है इसका हम लोग पूरा यूटिलाइजेशन करेंगे, पूरा उपयोग करेंगे. सो लेट
But your voice is too low.
वॉइस इज टू लो.
Yes, sir.
Okay, now? Now is the breaking. Just a second. Okay, now just check whether I'm audible. Hello.
Sir, there is
Now is
echo
it
in your
okay?
voice.
Still, it is the same, sir.
Still, it is the same.
So now it would be fine. Try once.
Hello. Now, am I audible?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Is it okay? Fine. So actually, I have given you the introduction. Now, hopefully, I am audible to all and there is no disturbance in voice. Now, can you see the presentation?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So, actually, I have spoke a little bit about the like general things, but I just now start with the lecture and the topics which we are going to discuss in today's lecture, in today's class. So as the session left is only 45 minutes, so I have to complete this presentation so that the prerequisite related to the subject can be covered. So in short, the introduction related, like the introduction to the faculty, the department and the subject is already given in the message WhatsApp. So myself Gaurav Gadge, I am from electrical engineering department. I am going to teach you this subject called basic electrical engineering. This used to be there in the first sem, but from this particular session, the subject is now in the second semester. Workload, that is per hour, like weekly hours it is reduced, but the syllabus is same. So like we have to keep our space higher so that we can complete the syllabus within the given period of time. So let us start. So this is my first lecture. Prerequisite is the revision to the parameters which you can see. As you know, the name of subject is basic. So all the basic information related to this engineering subject is given. So this is your electrical engineering. Now, when we talk about electrical, we have or we should know about these parameters which are shown. So let us start. So these are 5 parameters which we are going to discuss. Current, like first voltage, second current, then current flow, voltage source, voltmeter. So I think what is voltage? I think all of you know what is mean by voltage. This voltage is also called as potential difference. It is also referred as potential difference. Many a times it is also called as pressure, or it is also referred as EMF. EMF stands for electromotive force. So in short, what we say about this voltage, potential difference or EMF, it is just like a pressure. Like the student handles the pressure of examination. The student handles the pressure of attending the classes. The student handles the pressure of attempting the quiz. So that in electrical terms, that is called as voltage. So this pressure, where I am referring it as potential difference, its unit is volts, and it is classified as high pressure and low pressure. High pressure and low pressure. Under high pressure, it performs well. Like the figure you can see, this particular beaker, I am using chemistry terms, beaker, and it is filled with H2O. I think all of you know what is H2O stands for. It is water. So when the beaker is filled completely, the pressure is very high and the flow is also high. But if the pressure in the same beaker is low, then the flow is low, and therefore it is always better to keep the high pressure so that the flow can be on higher side. So this is called as potential difference or voltage. Now we can define this potential difference. It is just a difference between these two potentials, or it is just a difference between these two potential or pressures, called as voltage. This is also related to the pump. Like in pump, water pump, when we find the pump takes the water, circulates it through the pump, through the pipe, maybe to the tank. So similar to that, we have a battery. That is what the example of voltage. That is the proper example of voltage. So what mean by a voltage? A voltage is just a potential difference, and through which we can have the excitation to electrical circuit. Excitation to electrical circuit. So the movement of current is similar to the flow of blood in human cells, flow of water in pipelines, etc. But it is due to certain pressure which is developed in the human body, in the water pump, or in the electrical circuit. Now, what produces voltage, or what produces that pressure? First, battery, power plant, power supply, nerve cell, a few millivolt when activated by the synapse, and solar cell. So I think all of you know all these examples of the voltage producing devices. So battery, DC volt, power plant, AC volt, lab power supply, DC volt, and solar cell, DC volt, even the nerve cell. So there are 4 examples which develops the DC voltage, and 1 example of a power plant which can develop the AC voltage. DC stands for direct, AC stands for alternating. These batteries are having certain voltage. You can see this battery voltage potential is 1.5 volt. So V stands for volt, that is what the unit of the voltage. This battery stands for 9 volt. This power plant stands for 13.5 kilovolt. It can develop a voltage of 13.5 kilovolt. The solar cell develops, we are talking about the cell, and therefore it is written as few volts. It is written about the few volt. Now, the symbols which we generally use for representing the voltage source, a positive, negative, that represents the DC source. This DC source can be called from the device through which we are getting the voltage. So battery, as we already said, battery is a voltage developing source. Then time varying source. So this battery is the example of DC source. This is what the symbol of DC source. This is what the symbol of AC source. This is what the symbol of solar cell. This indicates the sun radiation, that is solar radiation, which falls on the photovoltaic cell. So this is what the solar cell. This is what the generator. Okay, the supply was cut for a second, and hence I think I was get disconnected. So I had to do that process again. Just a second, recording is going on. I just do the present screen. Okay, Mehendi Bhoyer, am I audible, dear? Mehendi Bhoyer. Okay, Mehendi. कहाँ तक मैंने पोर्शन कंप्लीट किया था? कैन यू जस्ट टेल मी, मेहंदी? Okay, can anyone tell me whether I have completed with this?
Yes, sir.
So voltage you got?
The symbols for cells was going on.
Okay, fine. So these are all called as voltage source. and these are the symbols of the voltage source. One is DC, AC, solar cell, and power plant. Okay. Now a typical voltage source. This is what the typical voltage source. Now what this voltage source or a power supply contains. Generally we use this power supply in the labs for giving the certain voltage, and with the help of which we can change the value of voltage. The required voltage can be given through this power supply. So what this has, this supply goes up to 10 volt. This particular power supply, the example which is shown, the diagram which is shown, can give a voltage up to 10 volt. This is the voltage adjustable knob. There are two terminals. One is called positive, indicated by red, and negative by black, called as terminals. And one more terminal that basically decides the ground, that is earth. So a voltage is measured between 2 points, that is positive, negative, positive ground or negative ground. In between any of the two terminals, the voltage can be measured. Preferably it is between positive and negative, or positive and ground. Now to measure that voltage, we do have a voltmeter, as meter indicates a measuring device. तो मीटर के पहले अगर आप कोई भी एक टर्म लगा देते हो, like if you use volt, so that meter becomes voltmeter. If you use amp, that becomes ammeter. If you use watt, that meter becomes wattmeter. If you use frequency, meter becomes frequency meter. Temperature, the temperature meter. Flux becomes flux meter, etc. So now just check. मैं फिर से एक बार ऑन कर रहा हूं. We can measure the voltage between 2 points with a meter. Set the meter to read voltage. So connect V of the meter to power supply, that is red. Connect COM, that COM is called as common point, of the meter to power supply, that is black terminal, and read the voltage. Right now that voltmeter is showing 2.62 volts. 2.62 volts. Again I am showing. So as soon as you place the connection V with positive and COM with negative, immediately that meter shows the voltage, that is 2.62 volts. Now plus sign is shown there. That plus sign is indicating the voltage is positive. Due to mistake, if you change the polarities, like if red get connected with the black terminal, red wire get connected with the black terminal, and blue wire get connected with the red terminal, then the voltage will be negative. And when the voltage is negative, that indicates there is a wrong connection. Hopefully you people are clear up to this point. Now this blue circle is indicating the voltmeter, which is given on the power supply. Now this is all about the voltage. Now let us talk about the current. Now for understanding this current concept, what all points are given here? Here you can see there is a power source. Can anyone identify the type of power source? Is it AC or DC? I think there is no need to ask this particular silly question. It is definitely DC. What this is indicating? Sir, it's again silly question. It's a switch. And what is this one? It's a load. So when I put this on means when I close the switch, the current starts passing from positive terminal of battery towards the negative terminal. Let us see to this. Yes. So as soon as red wires, that is red arrows indicating the movement of current flow, this current flows from positive terminal towards the negative terminal. And this happens due to the closing of the switch. So when the switch closes, it allows current to pass, and therefore that glows the load. So how does current flow? Current can flow only through the conductors. The conductors which are indicated here, these are the conductors. So are the metal wires. But current doesn't flow through the insulators. If only the insulators are used, whatever may be the insulating medium, that is maybe wood, rubber, etc. If it is used, then current doesn't flow. Like plastic is also an insulator. So if only the material is used, then there is no current flow. Air acts as an insulator. This is very, very important point. That current insulator means the air. So air acts as an insulator, and therefore there is no current flow. So you can see here, यहाँ पर जैसे आपके हाथ में अगर एक बैटरी दे दे, you find positive and negative polarity. But in between this positive and negative polarity, the presence is of air medium. यानी इन दोनों के बीच में जो medium present है, it is air. This air offers very high resistance. Like in insulator, that offers very high resistance. And if the resistance is very high, from Ohm's law, what Ohm's law says? Current is equal to voltage upon resistance. So whenever resistance is very high, what is the effect of it on the current? The current is very low. Or if it is infinity, the current is zero. If the resistance is infinity, the current is zero. But if the resistance is low, then the current is very high. Then the current is very high. Like in previous case, when the conductor was present, you were find the current flow. But as soon as the insulator is placed, or which offers very high resistance in the circuit, the current becomes low, or rather the current becomes zero, and therefore it is written as there is no flow of current. There is no flow of current. And same way we have the experience with the air. उसी तरीके से air के साथ भी वही experience है. Whenever we do have the air medium present between the two terminals of the battery source or of the power source, we get very high offered resistance, and therefore there is no current flow. अगर current flow नहीं होगा, it means we can secure that battery with no discharge of the battery. With no discharge of the battery. So what is current? It is the flow of electrons. It is flow of electrons. Now just check the examples of conductors and insulators. All these are green side is indicating it is allowed, no side, red side indicating it is not allowed. So yes with the green and no with the red, that is indicating it is not allowed, and the left hand side is saying it is allowed. So it means the current is allowed through silver, copper, gold. Yes, gold bhi example hai. Aluminium, iron, steel, brass, bronze, mercury, graphite, dirty water, concrete. But glass, rubber, oil, then asphalt, fiberglass, porcelain, ceramic, quartz, cotton, paper, wood, plastic, air, diamond. Through diamond, you don't get any flow of current. And pure water, distilled water. Even RO water doesn't allow any flow of current. Okay, so this is what the simple definition for current. But the current basic which you have to remember is 1 ampere is equal to 1 coulomb per second. This is what the representation of the movement of the current, that current starts from positive terminal, reaches to the negative. But originally we call this is what the definition which we generally use. But originally the moment of current is always from negative to positive. I think that concept you know. So the basic unit of the current is coulombs per second. But the unit now which you have to remember is 1 ampere, that is ampere. Electrons carry negative charge, positive current flows in opposite direction. This is what the electron motion, positive current direction. Like on left hand side, if it is moving, it means the electron motion. Right hand side, it is shown with the movement of current. Okay. So till now we have done with the two definitions, voltage and current. Now I just give you the introduction to the topology. Topology means called as the introduction to the circuit or the network. What is exactly that? So an interconnection set of electrical components is called a network. Like in this case, what we have, let us check. We have conductor, we have these elements. Left hand side is source, right hand side are the elements. That may be resistance. Now I just say in bracket, or inductance or capacitor. So elements are connected by wires. This source and resistance are connected by wire called as conductor. Now let us define two more parameters in the same example. This red points is indicating, just check, nodes. And these are indicating branches. Okay. So blue is indicating branches and these points are indicating nodes. Now, if I ask you how many nodes are present here? How many nodes are present here?
6.
Yes, there are 6 nodes present. How many branches present in the circuit? You can consider the element as a branch. These are the elements. You can call these elements as branches also because elements are also present in between the nodes. So therefore you can count element and branches together. So how many elements or how many branches present in the network? Okay, this is your first element called source. This is your second element called say resistance, inductor or capacitor. Third, fourth. And this is again a wire, but it is a returning wire. So how many branches are there? For electrical purpose, I just name it as 4. For electrical purpose, I just name that as 4. So what we say, basically, the interconnection between the wires is called nodes. यानी जैसे ये एक हुआ आपका node. So interconnection between the wires, वायर के बीच का जो कनेक्शन है उसको हम कहते हैं nodes. The wire paths between the nodes are called branches. द वायर पाथ, यानी ये जो पाथ है बिटवीन द नोड्स इज कॉल्ड अ ब्रांच और ब्रांचेस, सो उसको हम कहेंगे ब्रांच. तो इंटरकनेक्शन बिटवीन द वायर्स, जैसे अगर आपके यहां पर ये एक वायर है, दिस इज वायर 1 and this is wire 2. If these two wires are connected with one point, that point becomes node. उस point को हम कहेंगे node. And if the two nodes, this is your node say A and this is your node say B, then these two nodes are connected through the bridge is called as branch. Is called as branch. जैसे आप लोगों को एक सिंपल एग्जांपल देता हूं. हम लोग जानते हैं कि वी हैव अ चीज भवन एरिया and we have the say Nagpur say metro wala area, or you can see this airport section, airport wala area. These 2 points is indicating node. ये 2 points जो है जिसको हम कहेंगे चीज भवन and the airport, ये हो गए आपके नोड्स. और ये दोनों पॉइंट्स आपके जिससे कनेक्टेड है जिसको हम कहते हैं फ्लाईओवर, which is referred as flyover. This flyover is referred as a branch. That is called as branch. So if you ask me, sir, how many branches are present? Say this is 1, 2, then 3, 4. अगर आप ये इसको काउंट करना चाहते हो तो 5. So we have 5 branches, maybe 6 branches. Because see, when we are defining branch means the connecting node. So ये 2 nodes जिससे कनेक्ट हो रहे हैं वो एक हुआ, ये 2 nodes जिससे कनेक्ट हो रहे हैं वो दूसरा हुआ, ये 2 nodes जिससे कनेक्ट हो रहे हैं वो तीसरा हुआ, ये जो 2 nodes है जिससे कनेक्ट हो रहा है वो तीसरा हुआ, and so on. So just count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7. Between these 2 nodes, 1. Between these 2 nodes, 2nd. Between these 2 nodes, 3rd. Between these 2 nodes, 4th. Between these 2 nodes, 5th. Between these 2 nodes, 6th. And so 7th. So how many branches are there? There are 7 branches. So specifically I have told you there are 6 nodes and 7 branches. Is it clear with this point? Okay. अब यहां तक आप लोगों को कोई डाउट? Do anyone have any question? Am I connected?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Are you connected?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Chalo, very good. Now, here, see, now we are not going to consider only 4 nodes. We are going to consider a single node, a bigger node. If the element is not present, अगर element वहां पर present नहीं है, तो we can call that as a big node. जैसे this particular red doesn't contain any presence of element. यहां पर कोई element present नहीं है, और अगर यहां पर element present नहीं है, then we can represent it with a single node. इसको हम लोग सिंगल नोड से रिप्रेजेंट करेंगे. यहां पर भी अगर एलिमेंट प्रेजेंट नहीं है, देन वी कैन कॉल इट एज अ सिंगल नोड. अब आप कहोगे कि सर हाउ मेनी नोड्स नाउ द प्रेजेंट फॉर द इलेक्ट्रिकल टोपोलॉजी और नेटवर्क टोपोलॉजी? देयर आर ओनली 3 nodes. There are only, just see this, there are only 3 nodes. और अगर यहां पर आपने नोड्स को रिड्यूस कर दिया, पहले नोड्स कितने थे? 6 थे, अब कितने नोड्स है? ओनली 3. Why 3? Because see, depends on the element presence in the network topology, we can represent the nodes. Unnecessarily time consuming number of nodes, confusing number of nodes is avoided here. यहां पर जो टाइम कंज्यूम करने वाले नोड्स है या जो हमें कंफ्यूज करने वाले नोड्स है, उनको हम लोग अवॉइड कर रहे हैं. So we can say this is your 1 node, this is your 2nd node, and this is your 3rd node, because there is no element present in between that. So therefore we do have only 3 nodes. अब यहां पर जैसे आपने नंबर ऑफ नोड्स को रिड्यूस कर दिया, तो यहां पर नंबर ऑफ ब्रांच भी आपके कम होंगे. जैसे दिस इज नोड 1 and this is your node 2. Now how many branches present in between that two? Only one. So I just call this as branch A. ये अगर नोड 1 और नोड 2 है तो यहां पर आपका सिर्फ एक ही ब्रांच है. अब अगर ये आपका नोड 3 है, now how many branches are present between node 2 and 3? Branch B, branch C. In between node 1 and node 3, node has only one branch left, that is D. So now the number of nodes and the branches are reduced. So can anyone tell me how many number of nodes present here? तो डायरेक्टली आप यहां से कॉपी कर सकते हो. It is 3. How many branches present in this network topology? How many are there? A, B, C, D. That is 4. So as I already said, number of elements which are present in the network, that can be referred directly as number of branches. आप डायरेक्टली उसको कह सकते हो कि नंबर ऑफ ब्रांचेस. सो नंबर ऑफ एलिमेंट्स कितने हैं यहां पर? जैसे ऑलरेडी हम लोग लास्ट स्लाइड में कह चुके हैं, दिस इज योर सोर्स, दिस इज योर रेजिस्टेंस से R1, दिस इज योर अनदर रेजिस्टेंस से R2, this is your third resistance R3. So how many elements are present here? There are 4 elements present, and therefore how many number of branches present here? 4. Why we are reducing the number of branches and the number of nodes? It is just because of the number of elements which are present in that network topology are less, are not present, are not represented there. Sorry. So therefore the elements, if less, the branches and the nodes are also less. Okay, is there any confusion? Now I just show you that previous slide again. So in this slide, number of nodes are 6, the number of branches are 7. In this slide, the number of nodes are 3, the number of branches are equal to the number of elements, that is 4. Because we do considered the big nodes as those nodes doesn't contain any element. उन nodes के बीच में element न होने के वजह से we called that as a big node. Okay, now how current flows? How current flows? Current can flow through the branches of a network. The direction of current flow is indicated by an arrow. Important points. So this is first arrow. Ab this, what this arrow is indicating? This arrow is indicating that current always starts from positive and ends at negative. Current always starts from positive and ends at negative. So with respect to the source which is present here and the polarity through which it is connected in the network, जिस हिसाब से ये सोर्स आपका यहां पर कनेक्टेड है, उसके हिसाब से what we can say? We say that current flows from positive terminal and reaches to negative terminal through this. And what that is? Through this, यानी ये क्या है? So that is nothing but the elements. R1 say R2 say R3. So this is indicating current. तो करंट कहां तक पहुंचा? इस पॉइंट तक पहुंचा. इसको हम लोग क्या कह रहे थे? अ बिग नोड, दैट वाज रिप्रेजेंटेड एज अ बिग नोड. सो इस पॉइंट पे एक करंट आपको और मिल गया. सो नाउ आई जस्ट कॉल दिस करंट एज I1. I just call this current as say I2. And I just call this current as I3. मेरे पास 10 चॉकलेट्स थे. मेरे पास 10 चॉकलेट्स थे. कितने थे? 10. 10 नंबर्स. मेरे सामने 2 स्टूडेंट्स आए. मेरे सामने 2 स्टूडेंट्स आए. तो उन दोनों को मुझे अगर इक्वली चॉकलेट्स बांटने हैं तो मैं क्या करूंगा? आई गिव 5 चॉकलेट्स टू दिस स्टूडेंट 1 and 5 chocolates to student number 2. So it means if I add the chocolates which are available with the students, I can get the total number of chocolates which I do have. So 5 plus 5 can give me the total chocolates which I do have, or as I was having. I was having 10 chocolates, but I have divided those into 2 students, and therefore if I add those 2 chocolates, 2 students chocolates, 5 plus 5, I can get the total number of chocolates which I was having. So can you tell me the electrical equation to this parameter? Can anyone tell me? Can anyone help me out?
I1
Yes?
is equals to I2 plus I3.
Can you?
I1 is equals to I2
Very good.
I3.
That's all. Very good. I1 plus I1 is equal to I2 plus I3. That's all. So this is what the total current which was started from this end now reaching to this negative end. यानी ये पॉजिटिव से जो करंट आपका निकला था, he has traveled that current has traveled these elements, this particular path, and now reached to the negative terminal. So every current has a value and a direction. Example. अब यहां पर उन्होंने लिया है I1. So the arrow above defines the positive current I1 as downward in branch A. Suppose that 4 milliampere current flows physically downward in branch A. Okay. Now, converse effect of it. Suppose that 4 milliampere of current flows physically upward in branch A. Then I1 becomes minus 4 milliampere. I1 becomes minus 4 milliampere. Okay. Now, फिर से उन्होंने they have used the same abbreviations which I used. So the total current I1 flows into the node, I2 flows out of the node, I3 flows out of the node, and therefore, which the student has told us, I1 is equal to I2 plus I3. And we have one famous scientist, mathematician, that is German mathematician in century 18th. He has given us, his name is Gustav Kirchhoff, given us a law called as Kirchhoff's current law. So German, I think you know that German language is very famous. So I have pronounced his name as English pronunciation without using German pronunciation. So it's Kirchhoff's current law, and from this Kirchhoff's current law we are getting the addition of the 2 currents. So what Kirchhoff's current law says, see, don't go with the symbol because of the desktop limitation. The symbol has changed. Otherwise the symbol is like this. Summation I is equal to 0. Summation I is equal to 0. And what this summation I is equal to 0? It is called as Kirchhoff's current law. Okay. Now we apply this Kirchhoff's current law to this particular big node. We call this node as big node. We call that node as big node. So if we consider I1 flows into the node, I2 and I3 are away from the nodes, out of the node, then the equation becomes I1 is equal to I2 plus I3. What it indicates? That indicates the summation of incoming current. I1 is current and I1 is into the node, therefore incoming current is equal to I2 and I3 are again currents but are outgoing. So therefore summation of outgoing current. So what I said is summation of incoming current is equal to summation of outgoing current. So Kirchhoff's current law, this equation can also be written in the following form. Please check. I1 minus I2 minus I3 is equal to 0. What it indicates? That I1 which is incoming to that node is represented with positive sign, and I2 and I3 are the outgoing currents which are represented with the negative sign. So ultimately what we are following that summation of current is equal to 0. But while defining the summation of current, we have to consider the sign convention. And sign convention is specifically used here for incoming. For incoming, it is positive. For outgoing, it is negative. So a formal statement of Kirchhoff's current law, a sum of all currents entering a node is 0. Formally, it is written in this pattern that the sum of all the currents entering a node is 0. I2 and I3 leaves the node, hence it is represented with the negative sign. Okay, so just see this particular example. Can anyone read out this example? And after this example, we'll close the lecture for today. Doshi ma'am has already shared that there is a computers or communication skill, I don't know, practical at 12:30. So she has shared the Google Meet. So can anyone just read the statement here? What the statement is showing? How much is the current I0? What is the value of this current? I0 is 2.5 milliampere, 4 plus 4 milliampere, because 2.5 milliampere is passing through this, which is representing I2, 4 milliampere, which is passing through this element, which is representing I3. So I0 is equal to 2.5 plus 4, and hence it is equal to 6.5 milliampere. Note that a node need not be a discrete point. Okay, वो देख लेंगे बाद में क्या है. The dotted circle is node with 2.5 milliampere entering. Hence, I2 is 2.5 milliampere. Then similarly, I3 is 4 milliampere, and therefore KCL gives us 6.5 milliampere. And I0 and I4 both are same. So therefore, we have this particular value. We'll see this particular example in tomorrow's lecture. So now for today, I just close my lecture saying thank you so much and expecting that the students has got the idea, basic idea about this today's lecture. Okay. Now what you have to do, you just have to put your attendance in the chat box. Those students who have there, because as today we have already let, so kindly put your attendance in chat box, write down your roll number. Hopefully the roll number is same. And as soon as you put your attendance, you are free to leave the class. Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir.